These Orange Crush cookies are light, tangy, and just downright cool. And that's because these cookies chill in the fridge instead of the oven. We do not want our oven on during summer. It's too hot. Speaking of chilling, you know I always enjoy sharing pictures with you of where my cooking inspirations come from. And that's my upbringing in Thermopolis, Wyoming. Take a look at this one. We make our pictures come to life. This is summer, of course. I was around 1. I would enjoy the hot summer days with the chickens, of course, giving them their much-needed water, and, of course, making sure I took a drink myself there, as you can see. The same picture from the different picture from the same summer, I'm checking out the garden. See, I'm seeing how things are growing, and from my point of view, things are looking pretty good. Oh, the memories. All right, let's put together these Orange Crush cookies, and this recipe is actually a favorite one of mine that comes from my grandmother. She used to make these for very special parties and get-togethers, and when I would know that she would have one of these get-togethers, I would be all around those cookies. Let me tell you, they were one of my favorites. I would gobble them up. I still do as an adult. All right, here's what you're going to need. It's this simple, I promise you. Start right over here. We have our Nilla wafers. You're going to need 2 boxes of these. You want it to equal, once we crumble them, about 5 cups. Next, we move to something you can't forget when you're baking, butter. Love the butter. We have 1 stick of butter here, which is also 8 tablespoons. Then we can't forget the secret ingredient of this that really gives it its taste, its punch, is the OJ. 3/4 cup of that straight from concentrate. So when you thaw out the orange juice, don't dilute it with water. It's straight from the can. Then also, we're going to add a little bit more sugar. We have the powdered sugar, as you can see right there. Another cooking tip, just in comparison here, you always want to measure liquids in a liquid cup like you would with your orange juice. And then you always want to use for your dried products a measuring cup like you see for the powdered sugar. Makes a very big difference, especially when you're baking. Also, we can't forget about the coconut, and we have 1 bag of shredded coconut here that we're actually going to roll our cookies in before they are complete. The other fun thing about this, if you need the kids to do something this summer, you're feeling a little stressed, this is so great. Take your vanilla wafers, and you want to put them in a big Ziploc bag, like you see here, about a box per bag to start out. We're trying to get 5 cups from this. Put it in the bag, make sure you get the air out, seal it up, put it down like this. You can use your hand, you can use a rolling pin, but I like to get out the big old hammer, so watch out. And if you do use a hammer, please be safe and make sure you have a cutting board down so nothing gets hurt, especially your counter. Go ahead in a Ziploc bag, and you want to go through till all the cookies are crushed and crumbled. So you can keep going through like that. As so, and the kids love doing this. I cook this recipe with kids quite a bit, and they get so excited about this. So put them to work. Make cooking a family affair when you can. Okay, so that's done. So we pretend that all of our 5 cups are done. The next step you want to do is pour the crumbled up cookies into a bowl like this and add your 1 stick of butter. Using a fork, you want to go around and mix everything together as so. And it takes a while, a little bit with the butter, but the more that you do it, it just kind of all comes together, gives it a very nice consistency. Then from there, we're going to add our orange juice. Go ahead and pour that in. And then, of course, our powdered sugar. So we're going to pour that in. And then all you want to do is keep stirring this until it becomes a nice dough consistency, which doesn't take too long. And it's best to use a fork because you can kind of work through all of the dough a little bit easier. A spoon I just don't think would make it mesh together as well. So once that is done, here's how your dough is going to look. I already have some put together here for you. Now if you want to let this chill a little bit before you actually roll into little walnut-sized balls, that works just as fine, actually a little bit better because its consistency is easier to work with. So we're going to take a little size, walnut size, about like that. Now these are sweet, so you don't want too big of these balls because you don't need much, promise. Go ahead and take the coconut. You want to roll it around in the coconut, and then you are done. And you want to, of course, then place them on a platter, or you can also put them in an airtight container, and you want to let these harden up a bit. The longer they get to chill, the better they are. They're really, really, really refreshing. So that's all you have to really do. It's that simple. It's that easy. Get the family in the kitchen. Get everyone involved. Now, I think I need a little bit of a sugar rush. How do you like that? I'm going to sample these because these are my favorite cookies. You have a great summer. Enjoy the Meals in a Rush way. Time for me to eat. delicious. Mmm. Mmm. Applause. Thank you. Mmm.